next to the freeway. It's what do they call that? It used to be a dead-end street up there. That's where I got caught street racing. Trying to remember the name of the street. It was a dead-end street. We used to go up there and race. And I was about 2 blocks away from home. I got pulled over. But back in them days, they pull you over for no license plate light and all kinds of things, you know, loud mufflers. I had the Oldsmobile at the time. And they pulled me over, and I didn't think nothing of it. He says, seen you on the other side of the freeway down there. He says, street racing. You know, I said, how could you see me? He says, you can't miss this yellow car. So they wrote me up. So when I went to court, the judge said, you know, this is exhibition of speed. I said, yeah, you know, I had $265 in my pocket. I figured, you know, that's used to be what the fine was back then. So he says, 30 days, no fine. I said, you gotta be kidding me. He says, no, suspend your license for 6 months, 30 days. So that's when my dad, I called my dad, and he come down and picked up the car. When I got out of Lincoln Heights, he says, the car's gotta go. Yeah, where I grew up is kind of rough. You learn how to fight early. That was the only way you could survive up there. And I got into cars, and that was it. I've always liked cars ever since I was a little kid. You know, there was a great big old hill in front of the house. I used to go down that thing. Must have been going 20 or 30 miles an hour. Hit the bottom, go fly up in the air, about 10 foot up in the air, and come down and land up, you know, 20 feet after this dip. Land on it, and all the tires would come off the thing. I used to do this all the time.
I'm just not quite sure. I know he drove a car for Bob Hartwell, and before he had his own car.
And the partner that he had, Bob Hartwell, passed away, and Bob had built a car. He was one of those guys in the neighborhood who built chassis. He had built a few cars.
Your brother, your dad, and Joe Free, a whole bunch from down there in East L.A. Vic Rossetti, you know, like I say, Bob Hartwell. We ran a B Fuel Roadster, the 29 Roadster with a blown room. The first one was the carburetor injected. It was an Oldsmobile. We ran that to lakes and the drag races. Then we ran a blown motor. And from there it just kept going on and on and on. And I got involved with Jim Miles, and we were running the Magic Muffler car. And we built that the Black Magic car. Yeah, we ran that too, up until I got hurt. 200, 221. That was 70, 75.
He teamed up with Jim Miles, who had a whole host of cars that were called, he was from Burbank, and they were called the Magic Muffler cars. And they ran together. They had, at one point, they had 2 cars. Then they decided to build a brand new car, a 2017 that would be up to date. The latest in chassis technology was more like a funny car, but it was short.
I'd say 72 or 73, I think we started running that. We ran it for at least 5, 6 years. AA Fuel Altered. There was quite a few of us. We got hooked up with Dave Huff, and he was putting on shows all over the place. And we got in with him, and we started running all over the country. Then after I got hurt, I started helping Gary Farish with another Fuel Altered. We were running all over the country with that too.
When Billy was racing his Alter. I actually moved away from Southern California, and so I wasn't in touch with Billy at that time. But you know, Billy was he was another hard racer that loved to race, build motors, and it's just I knew him before he really started doing any kind of serious racing.
Yeah. I got hurt because I had a front wheel come apart. You know, it wasn't any other reason. We were at Tucson, and I had the left lane, which was the bad lane, had some bumps and dips in it. And I left the line, I was ahead of Huff. I didn't even see him, to tell you the truth. And the car was in a little bit of a drift, and I kept braking it, straightening it out. And I got about half track, and all of a sudden the car hung a left. You know, I felt something go bad up in the front, and I started to reach for the brake, and the car hung a left. I just put my head down, and I knew I wasn't going to make it. Because the car was in a drift, I was close to the guardrail anyway. And hit the guardrail, and that was the end of it. Broke my back and 2 legs and punctured a lung. Passed away on the spot, and they brought me back.
Had to have been late 77 or 78. They had stretched the car now to 118 inches. So it was like standard funny car, except with a 23T Roadster body on it. And they went to Tucson for a race. And they had put the new little funny car rims on it, just making it time and stuff. And they had taken the Americans that were so prominent, Fuel Altereds, off the 12 spokes. And so they put these on, and they went to the race.
We left to go to Tucson on Friday in the morning, and the mailman got there afternoon, and there was a recall letter in the mail. Take the wheels back if they were defective, and I never seen it. And I think it was 2 or 3 months later, my brother said, take a look at this, you know. And that's when I seen the recall letter on it. We never seen it. We were gone, we were in Tucson that night.
We made a pass, and the wheel came apart and just caught itself up, and then the car went. Bill was, all that was left. There was the motor had gone that way, chassis had gone that way, broke apart like it should have, okay? But the way that he was in there, and the cage and stuff, you know, there's all this internal stuff breaking up, because it was a pretty violent accident. He was on a 6, I'd have to say like a 620 pass, 230 miles an hour, or 200 plus miles an hour. So it was pretty.
We had been rained out, I think 2 or 3 weeks in a row, and we went back. That was April 16th, 1977. We were the first cars up, and never made it to the end. I wish I would have, because I would have liked to have known how fast. The car was on one of its best passes that it ever. It was really, you know, it was really getting with it. And I held the record down there at that time.